destination is on the left.
Welcome back to another exciting episode. Today we're at Boothbay Railway Village Museum. So come along with me and see what we can see at this great attraction in Maine. As you get your tickets, don't forget to look up to see the train departure times. You are going to need to know these because they do leave on time. Also, don't forget to look around inside the building at the little mini museum, and that'll give you a taste of what is yet to come. Also, at the time of our visit, standard admission fees do include a second day of admissions and train rides within the 7-day period. Of course, you do have to have a receipt for readmission. A few light snacks and beverages are available for purchase in the Iron Horse Antiques and General Store, which is located at the front of the village next to the train station. However, food service was not available at the museum, at least when we visited. Many of the guests we did see did pack some picnic lunches, and they seemed to really enjoy that, eating at picnic tables overlooking the village green. So something to think about. Now, the parking lot for this facility is quite extensive, as you see. And towards the back of the parking lot, and just inside the rear gates, you will find the restrooms. Now, after paying at the Museum Visitor Center, they'll give you a little map. Now, in the map, you open it up to find a plethora of activities and places to see, things to do. This is definitely an all-day event for kids of all ages. Now, before you even get into the blocked-off area, you will see the Crossing Tinder Shanty, which is actually, this octagon-shaped building is said to be one of the last of its kind in the country. And then, of course, you will see a car barn. And in the car barn, you'll see one of their engines, as well as the cabooses. I don't see anything that says don't enter, so I'm assuming we can go in. The mission of the Railway Village Museum is to conserve, display, and interpret artifacts, authentic period structures, and technologies utilized in Maine during the historic period of the mid-19th century to the mid-20th century. They are also dog-friendly, at least for well-behaved and leashed dogs. Now, in the mechanical miniature parables, is believed to have belonged to a traveling carnival in the 1920s. Let's see what some of these things do. Push a button. Nice. This museum is an outdoor history museum and has a recreated Maine town that has structures and houses between 1850 and about 1950. Now, the village covers more than 30 acres and has more than 24 historic and reconstructed buildings. But one pro tip inside the hall is a unisex bathroom and the infamous stairs to nowhere. Now, next to the Bath Fire Department truck, we do have the hardware store. So let's go in and take a look. Oh my. Does that say fried nuts? And now let's check out the volunteer fire company. Okay, this is really cool. They got all kinds of vintage, antique pumpers, fire trucks, you name it. This is a great collection. Wow. This fire truck looks like something Jeb Clampett would have ridden in. And attached onto the fire station is the agriculture shed. And then if you get a little lonely, usually in this pasture here, you'll find 2 goats, Cole and Tender. At the Junction School, they even have places out here for the kids to play. And going into the school, to give you a good representation of a 1798 school. Now, the train ride is included with the admission of the cost coming into the park. It usually runs on the hour every hour, but some days are different, so ask at the admissions counter. Now, for those of you who are familiar with the Freedom Train, this is another one of those 40 and 8 cars that were gifted to America from France. Oh, and don't forget to visit the railroad display of the Maine 2-footers. In this building, you'll see a great display of the Maine narrow gauge and Bangor and Aroostook model display that was done at the Expo of 1967. Way over there is a model railroad exhibit. You go up to the door, you wait until you're asked to come in. Kind of keeps a limit of people in there, which is kind of nice, so they're not overcrowded. And of course, you cannot look over the vintage vehicle display. You would not believe what they have in here. Whoa.